Oi, oi. What are you lot saying? Welcome back. We got another episode of the Optimum Collective podcast. We're doing it on a camera for the first time, which is buzzing, right? Um, as you guys can finally see, this is how I run it. Professional. Got a wooden spoon with a microphone on the end. And we're going to chat some shit, basically. There's not really a lot to talk about in this one because, if I'm honest, I'm just testing the waters to see how it works. Just figure it all out because I don't know. But I'm sure we'll figure it out, hopefully. And then soon enough, I'll have someone sat here with me. But I didn't want to get that person on, then not know what I was doing and then fuck it up. Do you know what I mean? And then we sit here for an hour, have an incredible conversation, and then can't post it. That'd be a nightmare, wouldn't it? So here's me practicing, and then we'll get into it. Maybe this weekend, maybe next week. Who knows? So for now, we can talk about where I'm at, I suppose, on my current journey, if you will. Until recently, I had two jobs. I was working in sales and I was trying to set up this business, fitness business, PT business, and everything that comes with it. Now, I no longer have the sales job. That came to an end a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. So now it's like fully like, you got to figure this out and fucking make it work. You know, safety net's gone, first time working for myself. So it doesn't sound too crazy, to be honest, because it really isn't. But it's pretty fucking stressful, to be honest, because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to run a business. I don't know how to make a business. I don't know how to generate leads. I don't know how to do any of that. So it's pretty cool because it's all new shit. But then, you know, you still got your rent to pay for, your bills to pay for, all of that sort of stuff. There's nothing new there. So, yeah, I guess there's the added sort of financial stress. Is it going to work? Could sit here and tell myself, fucking earth. Gonna be huge. But who fucking knows? Could be, could not be, right? So yeah, basically that's kind of where I'm at. That's where my head's at the moment, I suppose. But it's exciting, right? It's fun. I think the main thing for me is probably trying to figure out exactly where to allocate my time. Where's going to be the best thing to do? Like, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Because I know I've got to do shit. But like what shit? Fuck knows. So there's that. Navigating all of that sort of shit. And then kind of just constantly being like, well, I'm definitely supposed to be doing something. But what that something is, I couldn't tell you. So that's been kind of weird. And then I sort of thought recently, just because obviously like I feel like as humans, we sort of overcomplicate things, don't we? We kind of get fucking pretty stressed about shit. Catastrophize about things. At least I do. Don't know about everyone, but you know. And then you think, well, what does anything like really matter? Do you know what I mean? Like ultimately, it's gonna work or it ain't. Worst thing that happens, I'll go get another job. Um, Best thing that happens, it works out and better than I could ever imagine. That's actually something I heard the other day. Someone said, if you're gonna spend time thinking about the worst possible outcome, which I do, it's only fair that you spend time thinking about the best possible outcome as well. And I like that, to be honest. I think it's true. Definitely fair enough, isn't it? Because realistically, you're always going to think worst case, worst case, worst case, worst case. Whether it happens, whether it doesn't, you're thinking worst possible case scenario. But you don't know that that's going to be legit either. So if you're going to spend time thinking about this thing and making some shit up in your head, fuck it. Do the opposite and make some shit up about the best thing that could possibly happen. Because it could go either way. But usually you think, shit, blah, 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 what a disaster it's going to be. And then even if you're in the eye of the storm and you're in the middle of the shit, you you just sort of crack on anyway, don't you? Really. You just keep doing it and then you end up coming out the other side. So it's kind of like you can make it out to be a disaster or it's going to be nuts. Or you can put your head down, deal with it, and you'll come out the other side anyway. And to be honest, probably a better person for it. So I guess what I'm saying is hopefully that's what's going to happen here. But look, we'll figure it out. And to be honest, hopefully, me sitting here and waffling on about that is quite. Hopefully, it's quite cool because fingers crossed. Give me 6 months. Give me hopefully 2 weeks. But we look back on in like 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 months time, even 12 months. And there's this video of me being like, I don't know what I'm doing. And then hopefully I'll look back and be like, that's exactly what I was talking about. Nothing to worry about. Which you will either way, right? Because even if this doesn't happen, even if it's not this that works, something else will happen, something else will work, and something will be fine. It'll all be fine. It's always fine, right? I think just when you're in it, it's a bit like, how can I see that? But it will, like, everything's always sweet, isn't it? In the end, what did Shia LaBeouf say? He said, everything will be all right in the end. And if it's not all right, it's not the end. I'm sure you've all seen that on the old gram, Instagram. But yeah, basically I guess that's kind of where my head's at the moment. That's a little insight into my brain for all of yous. You're welcome, even though you didn't ask. But yeah, so hopefully now what I might do is I will post this onto Spotify. If you're listening on Spotify, well, I'll tell you what, if you're listening on Spotify, if you wouldn't mind popping in to the homepage real quick and just hitting the follow button, that'd be mad. Appreciate you. If you're listening and watching on YouTube, because maybe I'll do that now. Why not? Yeah, we'll go on YouTube as well, will we? Yeah, why not? Then in both of them, you can kind of say, I assume you can underneath write what your thoughts are. Maybe don't write about this one, but from in future episodes, because hopefully this is going to be a consistent thing now. We'll have somebody here with me. It's not just going to be me chatting like proper rubbish. We'll probably still chat rubbish, to be fair, but um, it'll be hopefully informative rubbish, or it'll at least be jokes. Um, yeah, that's the plan. Then we'll post it to Spotify and to YouTube, and you can watch it on your phones or on your TVs, on your laptops. And then we'll build from there, basically. Now, obviously, filming means that people kind of need to be here in the vicinity. So that might prove an issue at some point when we want to talk to someone who's ages away. But we'll figure that out as well. Because I guess that's what this is just figuring it out, trying something new, seeing if it works. Do you know what I mean? That's pretty much my whole thing. So hopefully something happens. But this is quite fun. This is also my thing I did point out before. This was a friend of mine, Sam, said, "You got any spatulas that we can?" Because I clearly don't have like a fancy setup, but this way you can still get the job done without needing a full setup, and also it's portable. Because realistically, this and you're on a tripod, and the camera is on the tripod. Can bring these anywhere with me. I guess the lighting maybe needs to be reassessed because that's just a window. I don't know. All things I guess I'll figure out on the way. Um, I guess that's pretty much it for now. Once again, I do very much appreciate everyone for listening. I know this one's a bit of a weird one, and I am just waffling, so a bit strange. And look, if you made it this far, fair play to you, and I very much appreciate your efforts. You are all legends, and I do. Yeah, it's pretty mad. Um, just knowing that people are actually listening to me talk, I do blows my mind a little bit. So thank you all ever so kindly. Really appreciate it, especially if you come back a handful of times. Double big ups to you. That's mental. So thank you for that. Um, but yeah, hopefully this is, I'm going to wrap this one up. Hopefully these get good at some point. I'm looking forward to the next few. I think I've got like maybe 2 or 3 people in mind that I haven't asked yet. One person I asked. The others don't know that I'm going to ask. And then, yeah, hopefully it brings a new, dimension to the whole thing because you can now see us, which is jokes. But yeah, I reckon I'm going to leave it at that for today. Any final points? Not really. Just crack on, innit? If you want to do something, have a go. Just have a go. Why not? If there's something that's burning on your mind and you're going, oh, really want to do that, fuck it. Don't overthink it. Have a crack because you never know what's going to happen. You never know what the outcome's going to be. And realistically, what's the worst thing that does happen? Obviously, within reason. Let's not be ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? Don't go hurting people. Um, but if I don't know, if you want to, I went bungee jumping once, right? And he counted down. He was counting. Oh, geezer's over here. He's counting down. He's going 5, 4, 3, and I'm fucking going shit, shit. And then obviously he gets to two, and I'm going, fuck, if he says one and I'm still stood here, I'm not going to go. So when he got to one, I fucking just went, bang, see you later. Because otherwise I was not going to do it. Do you know what I mean? Now, that's not to say that the opportunity won't arise again, or, you know, you might be sensible and you might think about all the outcomes and blah, blah, blah. But realistically, fuck it. You know, fuck it. We're all going to die one day. You might as well go out with a half decent story, you know? Not that mine's very decent yet, but hopefully it will get there. And hopefully this is a part of said story and journey, you know? Yeah, there you go. There's me 2 cents for the day. Um, hopefully you've somewhat enjoyed me waffling on. If not, I apologise. And the next one we'll have somebody else on it. So we'll we'll have a bit of fun. But yeah, once again, big ups to all ears for tuning in, for checking in, for listening. Um, I'll see you. I'll see you in the next one through the camera. Peace and love. Wallop.